Okay, so we're back to have a look at stitching panoramics. Only this time we're stitching the panoramic within Camera RAW instead of heading out into Photoshop and using the Automate Photo Merge. The main benefit with this is that we can stitch our images together within Camera RAW and then actually process that stitch as one single RAW file before exporting it out into Photoshop. So that's a big plus in my books, but it's got a couple of other cool tricks as well, so let's get into it. Okay, so we have a series of images here. We are just going to quickly select all of the images and go into Camera RAW. And here we go. So we're going to select all, and then we're going to, in the film strip here again, we're going to go here and we're going to merge to panorama. Okay, so the image has been merged really well, and we have this new dialog box opening up here. Now we have this new tool down the bottom, boundary warp. Now you can see around the edges here. Let's have a look at this a little bit closer. You can see when the image was stitched, it doesn't quite fill right to the edge. It's got a jagged edge, a rough edge. Now ordinarily you would have to go into Photoshop and maybe crop that out, or maybe use some cloning, some liquify, some other tools to fill in these blank spots, which isn't that difficult but time consuming nonetheless. So with this boundary warp tool, if we take this slider and push it all the way to the right, Camera RAW actually stretches it out for us and fills it all the way to the edge. So that's a great little tool. So let's just quickly hit merge and see what we've got. Now it's asking us if we want to save, so it's going to save to the same folder as we took the original RAW files for. So just hit save. Okay, so here we have our stitched image, but as I said before, now we have this images stitched together within RAW, so we can now go ahead and process this RAW file like we would any other RAW file, and then output it into Photoshop for any finishing work. So from here we can now, before heading into Photoshop, we can quickly crop this image to what we want. We may decide, I like to do a ratio of 3:2 for my panoramic images. Sorry, 3:1. Okay, so I can quickly go in here now and crop that image how I want it. I can start making my adjustments, and from there I can hit open, and that will open into Photoshop, and we can go from there. So there we have it. I find this is a much easier way and a much more practical way to stitch your panoramic shots, and you'll get a much better result because we can actually process the RAW files as a panoramic image. So enjoy.